Aion Classic European release is a PC MMORPG which will be published by Gameforge in March of 2023 with 1.9 update at the start and without any kind of IP block. This information is now officially confirmed, with many other interesting new information like price of Siels Energy and number of servers available at launch. So stay with me for the next few minutes to see part of my live stream and to find out all the details and what is actually Aion Classic European version of the game. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. Finally, after a long time waiting, we have get frequently asked questions from Gameforge regarding Aion Classic European release. Before we dive into many interesting new information which we have get and officially confirmed by Gameforge, I need to say for everyone who doesn't understand what is actually Aion Classic European release, Aion Classic European version of the game is, let's say on one way, a reboot of the game which will be released during March of 2023 in Europe or there in Korea. Aion Classic is already up for a while, also in North America, and Aion Classic, for release of Aion Classic in Europe, we will get update 1.9, so you would assume it's actually a reboot of the game. Well, on one way, yes, because we are starting with those early patch notes of Aion, which are absolutely amazing, to be clear about that. However, later after update 3.0, we know that because that is currently happening over there in Korea, on Korean servers of Aion Classic, NCSoft, developers of this game, have went into entirely different direction. So with 3.0 update over there in Korea, they have implemented a new class Executioner, new stigmas for all classes, new PV dungeon, a Throne of Dragon Lord Telos, and many other changes, including expansion of Legion system and Legion gameplay in general. So game went into entirely different direction after update 3.0. So to clarify entirely right this situation, is Aion Classic European version of the game actually reboot of the game? On one way, yes, you can consider as yes, because we are starting with those same updates like in the past, 1.9 here in Europe, right? However, after update 3.0, well, it's something, I wouldn't say entirely new, but it's moving into another direction, absolutely positive direction. NCSoft had done a really good job regarding Aion Classic. So that would be definition what is actually Aion Classic. And now let's dive finally in this, what you can see in front of you. I was waiting for this. I know that you are also waiting for this for a long time, because now we finally get some things we have get officially confirmed. So let's dive with first question here. What is Aion Classic? I can already explain you now in a few sentences, but let's check information here from Gameforge, publisher of this game for Europe. What is actually Aion Classic? Aion Classic is a new game, a version on a permanent server, guys, permanent server, giving all MMORPG fans a fresh start in the world of Atreia, identical to the beloved gaming experience of the original version. This version has been designed to appeal to players new and old, offering the chance to rediscover the Atreia of old and relive those iconic dungeons. So yeah, you'll get that feeling of nostalgia. We are going back in time 10 years ago. Aion is one absolutely amazing game, and I have to recommend to you, if you have never tried to play Aion before, just be patient a little bit more. In March, we'll get Aion Classic European release, which will be huge. And a gameplay of this game, how it feels under the fingers, classes, PvP, PvE, content in general of this game, Abyss, flying combat, and in general idea how NCSoft have handled this game, create this game 10 years ago, is something absolutely amazing, right? If you like to play PC MMORPGs, you need to try to play Aion Classic, and today we'll talk about details, what kind of patch note regarding business model, languages supported, many things, right? What we are getting for Aion Classic release in March. Like I said, a release date is still not announced, but it should happen sometime during March. Probably end of March, but no date for now. So let's check information. Let's see what we have here. Which version will Aion Classic release with? And this is actually new information. This is new because until today, we were all thinking that we will get update 2.0, special version of update created for Aion Classic European release. But look at this information today. Something, let's say, a little bit different. Not that much different, right? On the back of the large amount of feedback we received from players following our announcement, we worked hard with our partners at NCSoft to produce a version extremely similar to version 1.9. In just a second, I will show you what is Aion 1.9 about. So 1.9, not 2.0. So definitely we are not getting Ingison, we are not getting Gelkmaros, and we are not getting level cap 55. And I know that many players who were hoping to see 1.x update will be happy about this. However, for all of you who are expecting 2.0 update, don't worry, there will be some endgame content to play. It will not be everything about leveling. This will include the most recent updates to the South Korean version of Aion Classic to give players a smooth gaming experience with updated balancing. Okay, you'll be able to see all the glory details in our patch notes, which will be published closer to release. I have seen Galeas, community manager of Aion, writing today on Discord that it's too early to reveal patch notes, but we will get them before release of the game. That will be interesting to see, right? Because there are many details still unknown. Also, this is interesting. This will include the most recent updates to the South Korean version of Aion Classic. So whatever they have over there in Korea, we will get updated also here. Now, when we are talking about Aion 1.9, what is actually 1.9? I have made some research because, yes, I do remember from the past. Of course I do. I have played Aion back then for update 1.9, and after that I'm playing Aion now for 11 years. But let me show you what actually did they get over there in Korea on PowerBook here, Aion PowerBook, one amazing website, check it out, I can highly recommend to you, aionpowerbook.com. We have here update 1.9. So with that update, we are getting Tiak Research Base. Tiak Research Base is actually a dungeon for 6 players. You can check a dedicated video on my YouTube channel. I have actually video regarding this dungeon, how to play it. And you need to finish Origin of Darkness yellow storyline quest. That is a solo quest to be able to enter that dungeon. Pretty nice dungeon, I would say, right? But nothing too huge, I would say. Another interesting thing regarding this update would be Empyrean Crucible has been added. We know that from the past. And regarding arenas, to clarify this, with update 1.9, we will have Arena of Discipline, which is absolutely amazing, 1 versus 1. Discipline Training Grounds, then we'll have Arena of Chaos, which have 10 players. Another amazing arena, right? Regarding Arena of Cooperation, which is 3 versus 3, and Arena of Glory, which is 4 players, 1 against each other, right? Looks like we will not get it with update 1.9. However, Arena of Discipline and Arena of Chaos is already a huge thing. So 2 arenas for all of you who like to play PvP. This is something really amazing. Let's go forward. Sieges. Interesting, very important part of update 1.9, right? The Siege of the Divine Fortress has been added. So 1.9, we should also get Divine Fort. Probably, right? It's nothing officially confirmed, right? We need to still need to see patch notes, right, when they will be released, but we might have Divine Fortress. And you can see here by the schedule, right? We have here Krotan, Kaisis, and Myren. With this update, will we get both? That means a lower and upper abyss. That remains to be seen. Lower abyss will be there for sure, right? That means lower fortresses, Siels Fortress over there, it will be there, right? Asteria. However, what about upper abyss? Krotan, Kaisis, Myren? That remains to be seen, right? However, on this schedule, you can see Roa Fortress, Asteria Fortress, Divine Fortress, and Krotan, Kaisis, and Myren. Like I said, will that happen for us? That remains to be seen. That we will get, because we will get special version of update 1.9, especially, right, prepared for European release, right? But let's see about that, right? Let's see. That will be very important part, because you know that, right? From that siege gameplay, you're getting different kind of medals. with Abyss points, together with those medals, you are able to buy yourself Abyss gear, which is the best PvP gear in the game, Abyss one, right? So this is very important, but let's see about that a little bit later for patch notes. However, yeah, 1.9 update, you can see actually already now lots of content and new missions to TIAC research base. Let's check what here lower. These are changes to user interface, environment. So we can see here most important things, right, regarding 1.9 update. So leveling will not be easy, to clarify that, which is a positive thing. But then again, it shouldn't be that hard like in update 1.2 or 1.5. So that means, no, you will not be able to level up just in a few days. No, that will not happen, right? I assume, right? And also, you will not need to level up like 1 year or half year. I hope so, right? So they can pick some middle ground. NCSoft and Gameforge, they have found some middle ground to satisfy everybody. Players who want to see 1.x update for release and players who wanted to see update 2.x for release. So 1.9 middle ground, and what is very important, right, from this point in time, right, from this patch note 1.9, we can try to catch Korea at least in some period of time, right? So we can go with update 2.0, 2.4, 2.5, 2.7 and jump into 3.0 with a new class executioner and many things right further. So I would say this is a good choice, right? And I think that many players will be happy today with this announcement of 1.9 update. There is nothing wrong with this, and even opposite, right? This is absolutely good decision. Now let's check languages supported. The game will be available in English, French and German with original Korean voiceovers. We already know regarding this information regarding original Korean voiceovers, and I have to say I am playing Aion now for 11 years. It's actually pretty interesting to hear original Korean voiceovers, because we are used to play with English voiceovers, right? English language, but for a change, it's actually kind of nice change to hear Korean voiceovers. So this is a good decision. Language supported English, French and German. This is pretty good. Support will be provided in English, French, German, Italian, Spanish and Polish. Wow, that's impressive. Just as with the current Aion Live version. So again, regarding support, if you send ticket over there, these choice of languages, I have to admit, nice work from Gameforge. How many servers are planned? So regarding these frequently asked questions, we'll go throughout everything here. This is the only thing which I think Gameforge should have done differently. So let's see what we have here. How many servers are planned? But let's wait. I mean, let's not jump to conclusions, right? Maybe I assume they have some kind of plan. Maybe this will be some mega server, something really big, but let's check. Aion Classic Europe will initially run as on a single international server to maximize party activity and unite all Aion Classic fans in one place. As with our regular Aion servers, the Aion Classic server will be hosted in Germany, okay, fine by me, as it's provided as a central location for the majority of European players. For me, I will not object to that. I'm in Croatia, so Germany is pretty close to me, and usually I have like ping 40, 45 when I play Aion Live servers, right, from Gameforge. So that's fine. However, regarding this single international server, I mean, will it be enough room? My first thing which appeared in my mind, which number of players are we expecting? I think that we can expect at least 10,000 players at the start, like minimum within, let's say, first 2 or 3 days. Now, regarding capacity of the servers, I'm not some technological expert. I don't know what is currently happening, what kind of server have Gameforge, but in the past, it was what, between 3,500, 5,000? Do you remember, guys, in the past, right? Yeah, okay, so Galea said, that is positive information. Thank you, Dami, for this information. We have more servers prepared if needed. Yes, there will be needed for sure. I think they will be needed for sure, and that is the positive thing, right? However, I'm worried about something else. So regarding new servers, yes, that is a good thing, right? Gameforge will have ready new servers, if there will be needed, if they see, oh look, capacity is full, right? Let's open another server. Let's open 2 more servers. I'm sure of that. I'm worried about something else. Jeretitor, thank you for saying this. Minimum 2 hours waiting to log in. About queue. When we would have like 2 or 3 servers at the start, there wouldn't be any queue. You would be able to download the game, right? Log in and jump into gameplay. What will happen? I'm afraid of that. I'm just afraid of that. It will be hype, right? I'm already imagining what will happen that evening, right? That afternoon, let's say. I don't know the date. We don't know the date. I can already see. I will be prepared. I'm ready, right? I will prepare for that day for a long time. I will take some days off from work. I will prepare food. I will free my obligations in real life. That afternoon, I will be ready. Game will be downloaded. I will log in the game, and then in front of me, yeah, I will want to live stream. Guys, I will want to play this game with you. I will try to make some content. I want to play it finally, right? And then I will have like written in front of me, maybe queue. You need to wait like in queue for 2 or 3 hours. Imagine that. So I'm afraid of that. Yeah, I'm just afraid of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. But I think that a single international server, it's not a bad idea. Okay, it's good, right? To maximize party activity and unite all Aion Classic fans in one place. It's good, right? And Galea said, right, you can say, Dami, on a Discord, they have more servers prepared if needed. That's good idea also, right? But I'm just afraid that in a meanwhile, until they open new servers, right, we will wait in a queue. That's the only thing. Right? But, yeah, we will see about that. Yeah. Also, right, there will be a huge competition, absolutely, right, if you have many players on one server, and even if you have 2 or 3 servers, it's not a bad thing to have many players on servers, right? Aion is a real MMORPG. This is one real MMORPG beauty, right? And you need other players to play with and to play against. Okay, both of these things are important, right? To play with other players and to play against other players, right? So, you know, both of these things are important, and I have no doubt we'll have like between 5 or 10,000 players. I'm thinking about 10,000 players minimum at release, right? So, regarding this single international server, I think that Gameforge will be ready to open new servers, which is a positive thing, right? Without any doubt. I think they will need to open new servers. I'm just kind of worried about the queue. But let's see, right? This is the only thing within these frequently asked questions. I will discuss and analyze with you other things here, which I think maybe is debatable. Maybe we should have like at least 2 servers at the start. Everything else here, Gameforge and NetSeaSoft have done a really great job. Everything else, I would say to you if I would see something wrong or something bad, but seriously, everything else they have handled on good way. Only this, I think that it should be like 2 servers. But then again, this is my personal opinion, right? I cannot judge entirely on this topic because I'm not working over there at Gameforge. I'm not technological expert. For technology, something for servers over there. Maybe they have some expanded server. Maybe on one server can play 10,000 players, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the capacity is not like 3.5 for 5,000 players. In the past, it was 5,000. I don't know, can somebody confirm to me, right? Pangaea was around 10,000, so they might use a server like that. Exactly, Skakutalo. Thank you for commenting that. Maybe they have a big, like, expanded server, like for Pangaea, where maybe 10,000 players can play. Then I'm wrong. Then one server will be enough for start. Maybe they can open another one after a while, right? After a week or 2, if it will be needed. But like I said, I'm only afraid of queue. Nothing else. Because we need high population on the servers. Yeah. Normal server was I think it was about 5K normal server. But then again, I don't have any official information. We'll talk about that in the future. Let's check what else do we have here. Will the content be different to other regions? While all regions offer more or less the same content, in developing Aion Classic Europe, we have taken the feedback of our community on board. Thank you very much. As well as the suggestions and ideas which the developers have received on releasing Aion Classic in other regions. Keep an eye out for upcoming patch notes to learn all the details. Regarding that, we have actually get officially confirmed, which is very important. We have already get officially confirmed by NCSoft and by Gameforge that we'll get all the time new updates from Korea. So that means a lot. That means that Aion Classic in Europe will live for a long time, because every few months, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, 4 months, maybe half year, we will get again a new update from Korea with new classes, new dungeons, and new in-game features. So that means a lot, right? So one of the crucial things to understand about Aion Classic in Europe is that not only that this is one really amazing MMORPG to play, right? That it's officially supported by Gameforge, publisher of this game for Europe, and by NCSoft, developers of the game. And that means all the time new updates will come from Korea. And over there in Korea, Aion Classic is a huge success. They have 9 servers over there up. They are full of people. New updates are coming all the time. So this is another very important information. Yeah. Hello, Kegi. Welcome to live stream. welcome to live stream, guys. So let's go forward. Nice to see you here, Kegi. What do you think, Kegi, about this server thing situation? They are planning one single server. I mean, will that be enough for, maybe they have some kind of expanded server or something, right? Maybe you, Kegi, have some other information or maybe some knowledge about this. Usually, right, server capacity would be about 5,000 players, right? So maybe they have some expanded kind of server, right, which have higher capacity, right? Because 5,000 players, I expect more. I don't know, right? Is Aion Classic only a temporary game version? Gameforge's version of Aion Classic will run on a permanent server. Yes, that's amazing, right? We'll gradually add more content to the European version over time, similar to how it has been handled in South Korea. So yeah, permanent server. Permanently we are getting this game. Which classes will be available at the start? Another important information, but I wouldn't say there is some surprise here. Aion Classic will offer the 4 original core classes: Warrior, Scout, Mage, and Priest. In total, there are 8 playable specializations: Gladiator, Templar, Ranger, Assassin, Spirit Master, Sorcerer, Cleric, and Chanter. So regarding classes also, I'm preparing lots of guides for veteran players to remind them, and for new players to show them beauty of classes, huge diversity of playable classes of Aion, and to show you which class to play in generally to make easier for you that choice. Also to show you difference between classes who are better in PvP, some classes are better in PvE. And be prepared for lots of guides on my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe over there on my YouTube channel. And here during live streams, I have already discussed many times about different classes, differences, right? So you will see lots of content here. Regarding classes, I wouldn't say any kind of surprise, right? Kegi, if they don't launch with 2 servers because everyone is going for 1 server and most people can't change the server because they organize their legions and friends on the first server. That's true. Most likely people that switch to second server are more casuals and people that didn't have plans. Yeah, Kegi, yeah, I agree with you. Let's see, right? Let's see how that develop, right? I assume, I mean, they for sure have a plan, right? I'm just hoping we will not wait too long time in queue because we don't have like a second server. But for example, right, what will happen? Let's say there are 2 servers or 3. You want to try to play on server number 1 and you see, oh look, I have a queue like 4 hours or 3 hours. You would say, okay, I'll not play on server 1. You make character on server number 2. You see queue 1 hour, I don't know. Okay, I quit from server 2, I go to server 3, make character, and start to play on server 3 where there is no queue, right? And that's why, right? But let's see about that, right? Will there be any measures in place regarding faction balance? We'll be monitoring the numbers of characters created following the release and decide on that basis wherever any action is necessary regarding faction balance. They can adjust that, right? They can just make unavailable creation of some race, right, on some faction on different server, right, on one server, right, if they see imbalance between factions. This time, guys, just to let you know, I have seen that within whole social media. I have seen that on Facebook, I have seen that on Twitter. People have sent me DMs, PMs. This time, Osmo faction will have many players. Much more than Helios players. I'm almost certain about that. Almost certain. There are many content creators also moving to Osmo side. Helios side, I will play on Helios side. I will play on Helios side. But I have seen many content creators on Twitch, streamers, on YouTube, right? They will move to Osmo side, and not only content creators, many players who have in the past played on Aion Helios faction, this time they have picked Osmo faction. So I think they will need to probably restrict some kind of creation for Osmo faction and push forward a little bit Helios faction. This time Osmo faction will have more players. I'm almost certain about that. But then again, we need to see, right? We need to see what will happen. What events are planned for Aion Classic? Players will have access to the same extensive events in the game, which are available in other regions, including those in South Korea. And nice to hear that, because as you probably know, I'm following everything what is happening over there in Korea, in North America, different versions of Aion. Over there in Korea, South Korea, they have so many events. One of the latest events over there in Korea was regarding Fire Dragon King's weapon. Check that video on my YouTube channel. Fire Dragon King weapons are really beautiful, right? And they have in general lots of events. So regarding events, and I would say in general within last 11 years, I'm playing Aion here in Europe, any other regions, right? In other regions, regarding events, it was never a problem with Aion. Absolutely never. In Aion, Gameforge here in Europe, right? And over there in Korea, NCSoft were always supplying players with lots of events. Usually there are like 2 or 3 events at the same time. So events, not a problem. And events are absolutely positive thing. Because if you are active during events, you can grab lots of things for free. If you have some money to pay, yes, you can grab some nice rewards for real money. But in generally, even on a free-to-play way, you can get really nice rewards if you are active during different kind of events. Within the last 10 years, I'm remembering so many good events that I was able to upgrade my gear, to get enchantment stone, to get Kina by selling items. It was really great. So events, yeah, they'll be here. I have no doubt that Gameforge will supply us with that. Can I play both Aion versions with my account? While you only require one Gameforge account to play both games, the game-specific account state such as currencies and game progress is not shared between live and classic. Yeah, that is important to know. Also, right, you cannot transfer your character from live server to classic. And many people were asking, can I even transfer my character from North America to Europe, right? I mean, no, of course not, because publisher of the game in North America is NCSoft. Publisher of the game for Europe is Gameforge. Even that, yeah, it's the same developer, NCSoft. This is entirely different thing, right? Aion Classic European release is a brand new game. Look at it on that way, right? Can I reserve character name before release? No character name reservation is not planned. Okay, we are clear on that. Now it's officially confirmed. We know that from before, right? How many characters can I create on one account? Just as in other regions, including South Korea, there will be 8 character slots available for launch, giving you a chance to play each of the 8 class specializations if you choose. So you can create all the 8 classes, right? You have enough slots. This is important, right? Kegi, I also think that most people pick Osmo side. Yeah, I agree with you, Kegi. Most likely you get better PvP on Helios side if many legions move Osmodians. True, yeah, that's true. I have also noticed the same thing, Kegi. Yeah, I have also noticed the same thing. I think there will be this time much more people on Osmo side, but that remains to be seen. And like we have seen in the past, right, Gameforge can react on that, right? They can restrict character creation on faction which have more players, so they can adjust that balance in time. They will track situation, right, and they will react accordingly, like it was written here. So yeah, I don't think that will be an issue. I don't think, right? There will be, in generally, the thing is, Aion Classic European release will be huge. There will be many players. If we only get, guys, you need to understand, if only veteran players return to the game, and I have seen many veteran players returning to the game who have played Aion within the last 10 years, we will have like 10,000 players. Only from veteran players. To that, additionally, there will be some new players. There will be some new players, right? So we will have lots of players. So no problem regarding population of players, regarding balance between factions, that can be handled, and it will be handled by Gameforge. Can I register? Okay, I can see that. Can I transfer my Aion Classic account or character to another region? No, I can talk about that, right? No, that is not possible for reasons of security and data privacy. All regions have their own account management systems and they are not interlinked. I mean, but that is kind of normal. Who would expect how to transfer character to another region? No, that's not possible, right? Can players sign up from outside Europe? Yes, that is possible. There are currently no plans to geo-block IPs. So, no IP block. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gameforge. Thank you, NCSoft also, right? Guys, this is important information for all of you who are playing outside Europe, and I'm so happy for you now. I am in Europe, right? I'm in Croatia, so no problem for me. At least I hope so. I'm, of course, joking. But for all of you who are living outside of Europe, look at this. There is no IP. It's officially confirmed. We knew that information from before, from that previous live stream, but now we know it for sure. There is no IP block. So for all of you who wants to play this game from South America, I know I have many viewers on my YouTube channel from South America, North America, Africa. I have even some people from Africa, Asia. If you want to play Southeast Asia, Australia. I remember a few people here on my live stream, Australia. If you want to play in Europe, yes, you can do that. You will not need any kind of VPN. You don't need to hide your IP. Where are you, right? No IP block. You can play it in Europe. Regarding the ping, that remains to be seen, right? That remains to be seen regarding ping. Of course, that ping will be higher if you are from distant location. However, there are some ping reducer programs which I'm not sure which one can you use or not, because yeah, can you get banned if you use some kind of some kind of program which is reducing your ping? That's another story for another topic. It's the best thing to play a game normally without any kind of ping reducing program, right? But if you need that, who'd say, right? Maybe you can do that even. Don't take my word for certain, right? You might get banned if maybe something strange is happening with your account, right? If Gameforge discover, right? So be careful regarding that. Yeah. Okay, let's go forward. Let's see for another question. Another important question regarding business model. Can I play Aion Classic for free? Yes, Aion Classic is available to everyone with some restrictions to experience, Kina, and acquiring high quality items. Siels Energy offers the classic experience without restrictions. So Aion Classic European release will be released as a free-to-play game, and there will be restrictions regarding Siels Energy. I have talked about that in details in the last few months a lot, right? So we need to see still some information regarding which things will be restricted, but I assume same as for South Korea, right? Over there in Korea, things like getting experience, Kina, and getting high quality items, right? And Abyss points will be restricted if you don't have that Siels Energy. But now we are coming with next question regarding Siels Energy price. We didn't know that information until today. Now we have get that information. And if you remember, a few weeks back I was talking about price. You will see what I mean. Gameforge have done a really good decision regarding price, at least in my opinion. Let's check it out. Will the membership system be the same like in South Korea? Siels Energy is an optional membership subscription, which allows you to play without any limits. Memberships will be available for free 30 or 90 days, with a 30-day membership costing around 10 euros. Siels Energy is not tradable, but can be gifted via the shop. Now, first, let's talk about price. Guys, what do you think? What do you think here? 10 euros, in my opinion at least, right? Like I said, I'm living in Croatia. We are not like some very strong economy. But even here in Croatia, 10 euros is not that much. It's not some high price, which around 10 euros. It's written here, right? Not exactly 10 euros. It can be 9.99. It can be 11. But 10 euros, I don't think this is too high price. What do you think? I think this is actually they're narrow live. Thank you for follow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't think this is a high price. I would say for 1 month, 10 euros. Come on, come on. This is, I would say, a reasonable price. When they would put like 20 euros or 30 euros per month, I would say, okay, it's too much, especially for other economies than, I don't know, Germany. For Germany have pretty strong economy, right? 10 euros is not the same in Germany like in Croatia, for example, right? But still, right, 10 euros. I think this is not that much. I think this is a good price. There, Nero Live, you agree? Yeah, Veska, you agree, guys? Yeah, I think that you agree with me, right? So 10 euros, I think that we can all agree that this is one reasonable price. And again, like I have said, within these frequently asked questions, information we have get today, Gameforge have done a good decision regarding that. 10 euros, cheaper than that, okay, I don't know why would they put cheaper, but higher than that also no need. For 10 euros is good. Another information, right, which we have get officially confirmed today. We have knew this information from before. Again, it was not officially confirmed. Now we have it officially here written. Very important, and I will explain this. Siels Energy is not tradable, but can be gifted via the shop. Now, let's talk about this. So you remember in the past, and actually right now on Aion Live servers, Gold Pack is tradable. That means you can go to broker and you can buy Gold Pack with Kina directly. Now, Siels Energy, you will not be able to do that because it's not tradable. But it will be giftable. So somebody can gift you Siels Energy from the shop. What that means actually, to translate that for everyone. So you can have friend in the game. Hello man, how are you? Hi. Can you buy for me Siels Energy? Well, it's not tradable. Well, you can send me as a gift. I will give you for it 50 million Kina. You give to that person 50 million Kina. I'm just saying the price, right? I don't know how much Kina. And he send you Siels Energy as a gift via shop. Of course, trust will be needed here. You need to trust to that person that he will not scam you. And that person needs to trust to you that you will not scam that person, right? Because it's possible, right? To do that, I have no doubt many scams will be done on that way, because somebody will maybe give Kina and that person will not send, right, Siels Energy, or opposite situation, right? However, it can be done, right? So you give Kina to some other person in the game, right? And he or she send you Siels Energy via gift. So no issue regarding that. Yeah, it will not be like Gold Pack in the past, right? So you'll not be able to buy directly from the shop, but then again, not issue, right? Yeah. So it's good. Regarding price for Battle Pass, Skakutalo, yeah, I see you mentioned here, Kegi also. Over there is 15 euros. Yeah, they said it will be similar to other regions. So Kegi, it's 15 euros. Yeah, they said it's similar to North America, Korea, so it should be around that price. So Kegi, yeah, I assume it could be 15 euros. But I can show you a little bit later Daeva Pass. That is actually one of the next topics here. Daeva Pass, yes, you can get lots of useful items, right? You can get some scrolls, you can get some different kind of potions, but I wouldn't say anything over there is hard pay to win. There is nothing like which you would get some big advantage in the game over there by Daeva Pass. Yes, it will be easier for you, for example, but there is also free part of Daeva Pass. To be clear on that, Daeva Pass have free part where you can get rewards normally, scrolls, potions everywhere, right? On the left side, and on the right side, there is Daeva part of the pass which you need to pay for. We are not sure regarding price for now, but yeah, it could be 10, 15 euros. And then you can get additional scrolls, potions, stuff like that. Maybe some candies, which will not be sellable to NPCs probably. So you will not get some kind of huge advantage by buying that Daeva Pass. It will be, your gameplay will be much more enjoyable. Let's say it on that way, right? Yeah. Okay, let's check what we have here. What differences are there between free-to-play game and membership? So that is important question, right? Players who play the game for free can reach the level cap, access all regions, and use all crafting skills. So if your Siels Energy have expired, you'll be able to craft. You can still craft, right? You can level up normally, access all the regions, and like I said, very important, you'll be able to craft. Crafting is not within Siels Energy, right, restrictions, right? But without Siels Energy, you have no restrictions on getting items, plus you earn more experience, acquire Abyss points, and use essence tapping. So let's clear this, right? You can earn more experience if you have Siels Energy. If you don't have Siels Energy, you cannot get Abyss points. And we know that Abyss points are very important because of few reasons. For Abyss points, you're buying best PvP gear in the game, Abyss gear. Then you're getting stigmas. You're buying stigmas for Abyss points. Some stigmas you can buy for Kina, some stigmas you can get as drop in the game. However, some stigmas you need to buy for Abyss points. That's important. And also, Abyss points are there for ranking. If you want to have like rank of general, great general, 5-star officer, you need to farm Abyss points, right? So it's important, very important, right? And Siels Energy, yeah, if you don't have it, you cannot do gathering. So you can craft, to be clear on that. So it's like in Korea. It's same like in Korea. So you can craft, which is important. So for example, if you have Siels Energy, you can use that time up when you have Siels Energy to do gathering. When your Siels Energy is expired, you can go crafting. That would be like strategy of mine, right? When I didn't pay for Siels Energy, right? So you do crafting when your Siels Energy will expire during that time. While you have Siels Energy up, you go fast gathering. So, or you pay for Siels Energy. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play in competitive way, you will need to buy Siels Energy. Siels Energy will get you normally Abyss points. It will get you right that you can normally gather things and get a normal experience. And I can see in one comment, people asking, is Siels Energy pay to win? Siels Energy is not pay to win. What are you talking about? Siels Energy is equalizing you with other players. If you buy Siels Energy, let's say it on this way, to be clear. If you buy Siels Energy, you are equal to all other players in the game. If you don't buy it, then you have certain disadvantages. So it's not something which will put you above other players. No, it's not like that. So Siels Energy is not paid to win on any way, right? Siels Energy will only make you equal to all the other players in the game, that you can play the game without any restrictions. But if you don't have Siels Energy, then you have some disadvantages. But then again, you can still play the game because it's a free-to-play game. That's a real definition of Siels Energy, right? Yeah. Does Aion Classic also have the Daeva Pass? Yes, the Daeva Pass will also be available on the European Aion Classic server with the same contents and price as the South Korean version. The Daeva Pass will also offer seasonal rewards. So yeah, regarding Daeva Pass, we don't have concrete information here regarding the price for now. But like I said, even if it doesn't matter, what is important actually is this Siels Energy. Like I said, left part of that Daeva Pass, I can show you later on different servers how it's looking Daeva Pass. And you can check how it's looking Daeva Pass now on Aion Live servers actually, right? Of Gameforge. So it will be something similar. On the left side, you have free items, which you can get normally by playing the game, doing different kind of daily, weekly missions, seasonal things, right? On the right side, you have things which you can buy with real money if you pay that part of Daeva Pass. But then again, like I said, in my opinion, it's nothing pay to win. If you consider a running scroll is pay to win, then okay, then it's pay to win, seriously, right? But it's not. Right? If you consider major critical strike scroll or some awakening scroll or some kind of jelly or candy pay to win, then okay, it's pay to win. But it's not. To be clear, it's not. Right? Will the shop include pay to win items? Okay, let's check that question. The contents of the shop will largely be the same as those in South Korea, offering cosmetics and consumables. So, okay, I can already check cash shop in North America and in Korea. I didn't see anything pay to win. Yes, there is lots of cosmetics. Lots of beautiful skins, right? Dresses, wings, headgear. Beautiful, right? Absolutely gorgeous. But cosmetics are not pay to win. Consumables. Do you consider consumables pay to win? Do you consider pet? For example, in cash shop, you can find the pet. Do you consider pet pay to win? If you consider that, well, that is your answer. But I don't think that is pay to win. If you consider pay to win, seriously, that pet is pay to win, come on, no, it's not, right? So things like that, right? Right. Depending on what kind of consumables. Dami, I absolutely agree. That remains to be seen. Yeah. So
Veandi, South Korea, you can buy a beginner gear. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, we need to check what will be regarding these consumables. But so far, what I can see on different servers in North America and South Korea, I didn't see anything like a real pay to win. Again, don't be afraid of that pay to win, guys. Don't be afraid of that. Aion is one beautiful game, very enjoyable to play, right? And cosmetics and some consumables, even if they put some kind of jellies or I don't know scrolls or food, right? Or pets. Come on, seriously, right? You cannot consider that pay to win. I'm not here defending anybody or saying something, right? I can play many MMORPGs in the past, many, right? And you know what is real pay to win. You know what it is, right? So I will not mention this evening some other MMORPG titles during this live stream. I will not go into that analysis, but you know what is real pay to win. You know what it is. So, yeah. How are Aion Classic content creators going to be supported? Yeah, guys, I can highly recommend to you. It's written here, but I can tell you right away. Let's check what is written actually first here. While we can't provide any detailed information about our plans at this stage, we can confirm that there will be an opportunity for content creators to participate in the Aion Classic community via our Hero Content Creator program. If you're interested in participating, please register here. So you'll find the links all over social media. I can highly recommend to you. I am already a member of a Hero Content Creator program. Gameforge have accepted my application, and it's not only me. I have seen many content creators, many streamers on Twitch, many people who are making YouTube videos. They're already part of that content creator program. I can highly recommend to you, if you will live stream Aion, if you have intention to do that, if you want to play this game and also make some content, apply to Hero Content Creator program. It's nice to be officially supported by a publisher of the game, right? There will be some perks for sure, and you'll be able to communicate with other content creators and create hype and positivity regarding this big MMORPG release, because this game here really does deserve that. Really does deserve that. Trust me when I say that I am playing not only Aion, I'm playing Aion now for 11 years, but I can play in different regions, all the patch notes, all the classes. I can play also many other MMORPGs, new games, right? Old ones. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to MMORPGs, right? MMORPG games. Trust me when I say that this game is something really special, and it will feel great under the fingers after release. Dedicate some time if you have to play Aion Classic after release, and yeah, it will be lots of fun. Also, I need to just mention this evening briefly before we continue discussing different kind of topics, but that we have also get here post from Galeas, community manager of Aion, regarding next live stream, official live stream from Gameforge, which will happen on Friday, February 17, 2023 at 6 p.m. Central European Time on official Twitch channel of Aion Free to Play. So check it out. It will be interesting live stream. I will watch it also for sure, right? Because these questions which we can get today are actually good basic structure for that live stream to discuss many details further. However, regarding these frequently asked questions, information which we can get today, I think overall looking, tell me what you think. Tell me what do you think here. We are here now during live stream to discuss this, right? Tell me what you think. I think that we can be satisfied. We are getting update 1.9. Okay, we are not getting 2.0, we are getting to 1.9. Price of Siels Energy is 10 euros, which is, yeah, okay. It's a reasonable price, right? I wouldn't say any kind of surprises here. I wouldn't say any kind of surprises. The only thing, in my opinion, like I said, the only thing which I would, but that is my subjective opinion, right? I don't have all the available information. Maybe this single international server will have a bigger capacity, right? I'm just afraid that we will have queue because one server will better start. I have no doubt that Galeas and Gameforge are ready to add additional servers. I don't have doubt about that. And they will do that if it will be needed, right? But I think it will be needed like urgently, and we will have queues. We will have like queue like 2 or 3 hours to enter the game. I'm afraid of that, right? So I think that maybe it will be a good idea to have at least 2 servers at the start. That is my 5 cents, right? Yeah. So overall looking, I think this is one positive thing today which we could get, right? I see that you're talking about prices. Overall conclusion would be that, yeah, absolutely positive things we have heard today from Gameforge and NCSoft, right? As developers of the game, Gameforge publisher of the game. Price of the Siels Energy is adequate. I would say 10 euros is not too high, even for bad economy countries. Let's say it like that, right? Update 1.9 is a good solution to start with. Every other information we have seen, just some information regarding languages supported, right? Other details regarding accounts. Nothing too surprisingly, I would say here. In my opinion, the only thing which maybe we should get for release of the game is two servers instead of one. That would be the only thing. But then again, like I said, I might be wrong here because I'm not completely acquainted with possibilities of server now in 2023. Maybe it's not like in the past. Maybe servers have higher capacity, so maybe it can take like, I don't know, 10,000 players, then we are fine, right? However, in my opinion, to prevent queues in the game waiting to come in, to enter the game to play the game, right? Maybe there should be like 2 servers at the start, maybe even 3. But okay, Gameforge said on Discord, Dami have said that, right? That they have prepared in case of emergency. If they will need to open additional servers, they will add additional servers. So no issue regarding that, right? So regarding today's frequently asked questions, finally we have get that. And now let's continue with the live stream. If you are watching this as live stream, let's go forward to live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.